Hello everybody, I'm back with another video, and today I just wanted to show you guys an updated video of one of my Knex Carnival rides. This ride's called the Paratrooper, and I made a video on this ride several months ago, but since then I've made some improvements to it. I've added more decoration, I've changed the canopies over the seats, and I've added some fencing. So I just wanted to do another video on it and show you how it sets up and how much better it looks when it's set up and operating and stuff. So I'll go ahead and get started. The first thing I have to do, if you notice over here on the back of the trailer, there's some fencing that's racked. So the first thing I have to do is take off the fencing, and that's pretty simple. If you notice right here, a couple of little gray connectors, they just slip off, or they just clip off, and all the fencing is just going to slide off of these two yellow rods like that. And I'm going to put my gray connectors back, and as for the fencing, I'm just going to lay it to the side for right now. Okay, now what I have to do is turn the ride around, because this is actually the side of it, so I'm going to turn the ride around this way, like that. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is take off the seats. There's 4 on each side. This particular Paratrooper racks like the old version of the Paratrooper. You know, the newer ones, all the sweeps rack on one side, but I couldn't figure out how to do that, so I had to do it this way. But anyway, to take off the seats, if you notice right here, there's a gray rod running through these gray connectors, and that's just to help hold them in place. I slide the gray rod out. I'm going to put it on the floor, and each seat is just connected to a red connector. So I'm just going to put the seats down here on the floor. Make sure I'm getting this on camera. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Same thing over here on this side. I'm gonna slip that gray rod out and take the seats off. Now, like I was saying earlier, one of the improvements I made was changing the canopies on the top of the seats. And what I did is I used some of the Knex Big Ball Factory balls, and they come apart like this. You can see they just clip together like this for the Big Ball Factory set, but I took them apart. They just unclip, and they work out pretty good for canopies on a Knex Paratrooper. Okay, now I'm going to put this gray rod right through these red connectors like this. That way I won't lose that rod. Same thing over here. Gonna slip it through just like that. Put my gray connector back. Okay, now it's time to unlock the main, what I call the wheel. And to do that, it's simple. If you notice right here, and right here, there's a couple of connectors that are holding on to the spokes or the sweeps. I just disconnect those, and once I do that, I unclip and I'm gonna put them on the ground for right now, or on the floor for right now, because I've got somewhere for those to go. Same thing over here. Gonna unclip this one, take it off, unclip this one and take it off. Okay, I'll show you where those go momentarily. Okay, now you can see the wheel, the actual wheel part of the ride is ready to spin. But now we have to unfold the spokes. So right here on the bottom I have, I don't know if you see it, but I've got some yellow connectors on the bottom that are connected with little green connectors or little green rods. So I'm just gonna disconnect, and this arm is going to swing out, and it's going to clip right here to an orange connector. I'm going to do that all the way around. Okay. This one goes right here. Like that. Okay, now I'm going to unlock these. I'll scoot the camera back a little bit. This one's going to swing around and connect to this orange connector. This one goes here. This one goes right here. And this one here. Okay, now I'm gonna go all the way around and make sure everything's good and tight and in place. Okay, this is what we have so far for the Paratrooper. Okay, the next thing to do, if you notice these parts right here, they're connected to some little gray connectors. I just unclip from a gray connector there, and I'm going to clip to a red connector here and a red connector here, and I'm going to do that all the way around. Okay, that's what we have so far. Okay, now I've got to go around and make sure my little purple connectors are good and tight for the decorative pieces here. that's another thing I added to the ride to make it look better. These pieces here, these rods, they're flex rods, and that's what I used to make the good curved look for the top of the paratrooper. They just connect to these green connectors on the top, and they loop through a little purple connector there. And I also changed the rod color from gray to orange. I thought it looked a lot better that way. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is raise up the arm. And I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this, but I have to go under here. Well, first I have to take off a couple of decorative pieces down here at the bottom. They're just for decoration. They don't really serve a purpose other than decoration. But okay, now I'm going to raise up the main arm. May be hard for you guys to see what I'm doing down here, but I'm just disconnecting a white rod from a yellow connector down at the bottom, which is right there. And if you notice these red rods here, I'm going to take them off and move them down. To this angle. And if you notice right here, let's see if I can get this on camera. Okay, yeah. Here, here, and here, there are 3 green connectors, and the red rods just connect to those green connectors, like that. Okay, that's what we have so far. It's in its raised, tilted position. Got to go around and make sure all of the rods are up and in position where they're supposed to be. Okay, the next thing to do is start putting on the seats. So what I'm going to do is take my seats here, and on each one of these parts here, there are a little purple connector, and they just clip on like that. So I'm gonna put these on all the way around. Sometimes it's easier if I just go around and do them, you know, opposite, so that they'll be counterweighted. So I'm going to do that. One more seat. And now all of the seats are on the paratrooper. Now I just have to go around and make sure all of them are straight. Okay. This is what we have so far for the paratrooper. still not quite finished. Like I was saying earlier, I had a place for these that hold on to the main spokes when the ride's folded. So one is going to slip in here, and I'm going to slip one in at the bottom. Same thing on the other side. Slip one in there, and then one right there on the bottom. And my decorative pieces, like I said, they're just decoration, don't really serve a purpose, but one's gonna go it's gonna slip into that gray connector right there. Not sure if you can see that. Over here on this side, same thing, gonna slip it in the gray connector. And they just hang down like that. All right, the next thing to do is put up the fencing. So I'm gonna start on that. It's pretty simple. My fencing looks like this. This is the main gate that opened, where people would walk through. And in order to get them to stand up, I just twist these yellow connectors at the bottom like this. I'm gonna put the first one right here in the center. And now I'm gonna put the rest of them around the ride. They don't go all the way around, just kind of halfway. And once I get them all out, I kind of move them in a little. Okay. Now we have a fully set up Knex Paratrooper model. It does not have a motor, no hand crank, nothing like that. It just free spins. So I'm going to give it some rotations with my hand and show you how it looks when it's rotating. So I can get you guys a better angle. I know a real paratrooper doesn't spin that fast, but I was trying to get the camera situated. But I think the the yellow parts of the pieces from the Knex Big Ball Factory worked out good for the canopies over the seats. And the flex rods on the top, I think they added a nice touch to the decoration part. All right, that's gonna be it for the Knex Paratrooper. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I've been making some improvements to a lot of my rides, trying to make them look better and stuff like that. But I've also got some rides that I'm working on to, some new rides that I want to finish. But I've got to wait for some more parts to come in before I can finish those rides. I don't want to spoil it, tell you which ones I'm working on. I'd rather just upload videos and show you guys. But anyway, that's it for the Knex Paratrooper. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, just leave me a comment below and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. And until next time, thanks for watching and happy building.